What's happening, folks? Welcome back to the channel Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective, and I'm up for the news. And here about 4 days ago, there was a mother and a son who went to a fast food restaurant. And the mother got into it with another customer at this little fast food restaurant in Chicago. And they began to go back and forth. The mother texted the son, 14-year-old son came in there, and already had the heat in his sweater pocket. That front pocket that's on the front of your sweater, you already had his gun in there. What the 14-year-old was doing with a pistol, that's beyond me. But when you see somebody threatening your mom, and then the threats become actual physical violence, you left with no choice but to do something. Now the 14-year-old boy he couldn't beat up the grown man, so the pistol was his only choice. And the mom knew that he had the pistol, which is even more strange, but I guess maybe not in Chicago. That's probably not that strange in Chicago. That's probably pretty normal, pretty par for the course for a city that's that full of violence. But they said this young man walked in the store and seen the man punching his mama square in the face. Young man pulled out the pistol, began shooting the man. The man take off, shot him some more. Now, both of these people were arrested and charged, but the charges has been dropped. And good for them. But you would hope that this was something that could have been dissolved by ignoring. If you're a woman, a lot of times women get into verbal disagreements with men, and they, especially black, they don't know how to let it go. They don't know how to say, okay, sir, you got it. Maybe she did try to do that. I have no idea. But I know my own people. I know the Negro. And the black woman can be tough as old bread, buddy. She can be tough as a dollar steak. And if you say something she don't like, she'll say something right back, knowing she can't whoop the man. But she don't give a damn because she don't fear no man. But things escalated, and what happened next resulted in the man's death. Let's take a look at the clip.
A big twist today in a violent incident at a Southside restaurant.
A mother and her son now both cleared of murder charges in the fatal shooting.
Nate Rogers is live with the latest tonight. Nate.
Yeah, absolutely, John and Corey. We're learning much more about this case, which has garnered national.
That nigga that put a perm on his beard. Ain't no beard that damn silky. This nigga that put an S curl or a Duke on his shit. Unbelievable.
Attention, a viral video with millions of views shows the mother being brutally attacked right before this fatal shooting. First-degree murder charges involving 35-year-old Carlicia Hood and her 14-year-old son now dismissed. The County State's Attorney's Office saying, quote, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we are unable to meet our burden of proof.
I think that the prosecutors saw that evidence and saw that in front of a jury, it would have been acquitted anyway.
Hood was picking up food while her son was in the car. Prosecutors say she and 34-year-old Jeremy Brown had gotten into an argument. She then texted her son to come inside. The son stood in the doorway as his mom was punched 3 times in the head. Prosecutors say the 14-year-old shot Brown in the back, and as he ran outside, the teen kept shooting while being told by his mother to, quote, kill him. Brown.
That mama, like I said, she with the shit. Yeah. That mom got some gangster in her. And I'm telling you, when they got into that verbal disagreement inside that restaurant, she didn't fold. What I mean, verbally. Sometimes you would think women, well, most women, when they know they're in a situation where they can't win, they'll fold. They'll be like, okay, sir, you got it. But she kept talking. And she knew her son had that gun in the car. There's no doubt about that. And she told him to keep shooting and killing him. I'm not saying they was wrong. They wasn't wrong at all. But more black men are in jail behind women than any other reason. Either trying to impress women, protect women, have sex with women, or being cheated on by a woman. A lot of black men are in jail behind women. And sometimes these women be toxic as hell. It be your sister or your niece, and she got this boyfriend, and they got a toxic relationship. She spit on the man slapped the dog shit out of her, and then, you know what I mean? And then here you come, and then I had a cousin who died like that. Involved in some goddamn chicanery of somebody else, and the lady was being beat on by a boyfriend. My cousin just so happened to be there, and He ended up getting killed. And it's ridiculous. And, a lot of these women, you have to explain to them, hey, don't call me with the bullshit. If you're in a toxic relationship, that's on you. As much as I love you, as much as I want to protect you, I can't. The black man should never want to throw his life away for somebody who's unlearned or ignorant or going to be right back with the man. Even if you hurt the man or harm the man, she right back in another toxic relationship and you didn't threw your life away for this person. Blood or not, your blood is supposed to look out for you and say, I'm not calling my brother unless it's serious and I really need him. And this is a one time and I'm leaving him after this. I'll never go back to him. But you have women that'll call a family member, have all this shit going, and be right back with the dude. That's not this case, but the point I'm making is there's a lot of black men in jail behind women. Talking, hitting, kicking, spitting, telling nigga I had sex with your homeboy. It's a lot of chicanery. It's a lot of chicanery going on out here within our race of the Negroes. It really is.
Died as a result. Community activist Javon Green says it was self-defense.
I would never praise the loss of life. I would never praise any situation that ends in violence. In this case, this young boy did what he felt was right. And I believe that the decision by the state's attorney today was correct.
The incident happened last week here in Maxwell's on 116th and Halsted. Gerald Williams lives in Pullman, frequents the restaurant, and saw video of the viral attack.
He told her, on my grandma, I'm gonna knock you out. Knocked out means you're gonna be unconscious. What if she didn't regain conscious?
I agree with him. If he said, oh, my mama will knock you out. But what was the conversation that led up to where it became altered? Look, I'm not justifying what old boy did. He should have got popped in his ass. There's no doubt about that. But what I'm saying is, how did that go from, you don't just walk up to say, oh, my mama, I'm going to knock you out. Now, if he did, maybe he was crazy and out of his mind. But we know 9 times out of 10 was a verbal disagreement. And it was a bunch of insults spewed back and forth. And that's why I say with your son in the car, should a woman fold? Should she say, you know what, sir, I'm sorry, go ahead, go on with your day. I don't want no problem with you. Maybe she did that. Do I believe that? No, but I could be wrong. Maybe that's exactly what happened. But looking at her, it looked like she with all that shit. But that don't mean she can whoop a man just because she with the bullshit. But I would like to see what led up to it and hear what actually led up to it. But he should have never been punching that lady in the head. And he got exactly what he had coming to him. He supposed to got popped in his ass, punched him in the head when her son got the pistol. He was in trouble.
After her son shot him the first time, he ran down the street, but he went to his car to get a gun.
Not true.
There is our understanding that we should hear from Mrs. Hood tomorrow. As she speaks along with her attorney, she filed a lawsuit against the Chicago Police Department. We do understand that, at least according to Mrs. Hood's attorneys, that the man involved has a documented criminal history for being violent against black women. Again, according to this attorney, police say Hood did have a valid FOIA card and concealed carry license.
Like I said, they say he has a violence against black women. I don't know how. I thought it was violence just against women in general, but I guess he's only kicking on Negroes, kicking on Negroes' ass. But that was the last ass he was gonna kick. And that's the last ass he did kick. This dude put some bullets in his ass and sent him on to the afterlife. These things happen. Luckily for her son was there. He did what he had to do. Would I have did the same? 99% chance I would have. Popped him right square in his ass. Hitting my mom upside the head. Yeah, but shit happens. Unfortunate, another Negro bites the dust. I would wonder what's going to happen with this young man in the next 8-9 years. He didn't already kill once. Some people, they get a thirst for that shit. You never know. Let's see what happened years from now, maybe a year from now, 2 years from now. Was this just an incident? Was he a really good kid who just so happened to have a pistol and protected his mom? Or is he a future young thug in training, young gangster, going to gangster school, catching his first body? We'll see. This is in Sports, Life, and Politics TV. I'm Samuel Koppel, YouTube's #1 couch detective. I'm here for the news. Hit that like. Hit that subscribe. I just took your ass. I never put a perm in my beard. Ride. Peace.